Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday evening. Let's see. Let's do arm exercise today. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Arm exercise. Oh. It's been such a long time since I did this. Hmm. Okay, let's do this. Oh. Wow. Huh. Ooh. Wow, that was nice. And for martial arts, let's do some stretch kicking, right? Okay. That should be good, I think. Yeah, let's take 5 minutes break, please. Okay. Whew. Hey, 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 hey. Hmm. Ah, ah, eh. Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday, and I hope you had a very nice weekend. And um, yeah, today I did not write because uh, I think the pro paper too. I did not write that today because um, yeah, probably it's best if I take a break from writing so that maybe a couple of days so that uh, if I enjoy writing, then it will be high quality writing and readers will enjoy too. That's because if I enjoy writing, that's all the positive copium in that writing, right? So and reader will okay. So copiumology, okay, copium channel theory, okay. Let's say I enjoy writing, okay, so I write down. So the positive copium, uh, to me, positive copium action channel, okay. Let's say I enjoy singing, enjoy acting. To me, there's positive action channel, right? My positive copium is being getting out of my system as a positive action. Okay, to people who watch me acting when I'm happy, it becomes the positivizing copium perception channel. Okay, so that's copium channel theory, right? Well, one theory of that. So uh, writing the same way. If I enjoy writing, that to me is a positive action channel, and to others when they read it, it become a positivizing copium perception channel. It positizes their copium. Okay, yeah, yeah, it's a little bit involved, a little bit, just a little bit. So, um, give me 1 second, please. Sorry about this. So, the Then after work, what did I do? I read some Wikipedia history. A lot of them. Okay. So for like 2 hours. Okay. Just studying history basically, the Wikipedia. Okay. And it was good. It was so interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. A lot of history. Okay. So, several. And I tell you. Okay. There's some highly controversial topic. Okay. That I will tell you later. Why? So that not many people can see it. Okay. Yeah. I kind of have big hair, right? Big hair. There's a Wikipedia article about it. Big hair do kind of. It's intentional. Why? Because I'm trying to cover up my balding spot. You don't get to see it, do you? Yeah, I do a very good job covering my balding spot. Okay. Yeah. It took me a while how to do that. Okay. So inspired by the editorial cartoonist making fun of President Trump's hair. Okay. Yeah. So between well, it all started with this watching this YouTube documentary about the Silk Road. Okay. So I just love that region, Silk Road, very kind of Western China desert, ancient kingdoms, that's like buried deep in the sand. That's what Silk Road documentary is about. Okay, they're archaeologists. Okay, yeah, I just love it. So after work today, uh, I looked some further about those like Lulan kingdom, all those obscure ancient kingdoms that does not exist anymore. Uh, then it led to Genghis Khan, or Mongolian Empire. Genghis Khan, his Mongolian Empire is about 1200 AD, around. Okay. Yeah, big empire. Okay. So, yes, he was atrocious. He committed a lot of genocide. Okay. Like Hitler. Okay. But Genghis Khan was very smart man. Okay. Yes, he was ruthless. At the same time, he was very, very smart. So, historians say Genghis Khan did contribute to some, ironically, peace. Why? All these different tribes in Mongolia, they used to fight each other all the time, okay? But Genghis Khan united Mongolia, also expanded it. So all those, he conquered as a conqueror. So all those infighting between the tribes in Mongolia is stopped, okay? Also, it depends on countries. Some countries really Genghis Khan did commit genocide on some countries, especially when their kings killed uh, Genghis Khan's messengers. That really made him angry. Okay, so he killed everybody in that country, even innocent people, because he was just too angry. Okay. Also, when Genghis Khan's son-in-law died in a war, yeah, Genghis Khan killed everybody in that town too. Genocide. He was ruthless. Yes, yes. But some other countries, Genghis Khan, his political philosophy is surprisingly. tolerance, especially religious tolerance. Genghis Khan did not tax priests in Muslim, Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, and Taoism. The priests, monks, church, temple officials in those four religions of the conquered countries, he did not even, they were tax exempt because he really appreciated all different religions. That was quite surprising to me. I did not know that. And he respected local customs and he was nice to people that he conquered. Okay. Yeah. Uh, Genghis Khan did not conquer like this Saudi Arabia, that peninsula. He did not. Okay, Arabian Peninsula. He did not conquer that part. He did not conquer India. He did not conquer Japan. Okay, but the region that he conquered is like Korea, China, part of Russia, part of Eastern Europe, and part of Middle East. Yeah, that's Mongolian Empire. Okay, yeah. Hmm? It was pretty big, and he was very smart man. Okay, so although ruthless, yeah, cruel. Yes, yes. They say about like tens of millions of people died. Genghis Khan. Okay, so how about World War Two? They say like 75 million people died during World War Two. Okay, Genghis Khan's conquest are probably like 20, 30 million, 20 million maybe. Mm. But he did kill a lot of people. He committed genocide. He's kind of like Hitler. Okay. Yeah. So if Genghis Khan is now admired by some historians, although he committed a lot of genocide, okay, because Genghis Khan's day is like 1200 AD. That's like 800 years ago. Okay, Hitler, his days were in 1900s, so 1945. So it's been only what 60 years. 1945, huh? So 70 years. It's been less than 100 years. So the memory of what Hitler did, all the genocide, Holocaust, is still fresh in our mind in this generation. Okay, but 700 years later, basically our descendants, 700 years from now, like year 2700 AD, they may have our descendants may have different opinion about Hitler. Okay, historians nowadays, so Genghis Khan like 1200, right? So that's like 900 years later, almost 1000 years later. Okay, historians nowadays appreciate some of the things that Genghis Khan did. Okay, so 1000 years from now, like year 3000 AD, 1000 years from now, some historians might uh, reevaluate Adolf Hitler, maybe some positive things that he did. Yeah, it might happen. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm not saying that's what should happen. I'm saying it might happen. Why? That's what happened to Genghis Khan or Alexander the Great or Emperor Cyrus or Persian Empire. Okay, they committed genocide. Okay, all those emperors. That's what they do. That's what they did back in the days, without a single exception. Okay, Napoleon. Did he commit genocide? Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's just how it works. How it worked back in the days, emperor. But nowadays, some people admire Napoleon, right? Yeah, yeah. Why? Though Napoleon Bonaparte committed genocide, he killed perhaps millions of innocent people. Why? To satisfy his ego, greed. To emperors, why do they conquer other countries? For fun. Extension of their egos. That's why they do it. Napoleon, Julius Caesar, Genghis Khan, Hitler, Ramses of Egypt, Nebuchadnezzar of Babylonian Empire. They're all the same. Okay, they do it for fun. How about Mr. Trump? Yeah, does he really care about 7 people who died from January 6th? Does he feel sorry about it? Or is it more important for him to have some fun? Is that why he sent all those people to Capitol Hill? Although predictably so, it could be very dangerous. He didn't care whether people would die or not, because it could have been a lot worse. Okay? 7 people died from it. Does he even care about it? 7 people's lives, or are 7 people's lives lost after Capitol Hill riot, January 6, 2021? Is it acceptable to him as long as he gets some entertainment? Yeah, so emperors, elites, that's their mindset. Okay, to them, people's lives don't really matter unless it's their family members or close friends. Yeah, Emperor Genghis Khan, Napoleon, Hitler, they're all the same kind. Okay, by and large, yeah, Mr. President Trump too, in my opinion. Okay, they don't care about people's lives. What they care about the lives of themselves and their family members and their friends, and also they want their happiness. So they're like playing these games with people's lives. Emperors, they do that. Huh? Challenge or this gambling game war. They're playing games with people's lives because to them we are expendable. It's much more important to them to have fun and entertain themselves by, yeah, by killing people. Yeah, maybe President Trump. Yeah, yeah, he a little bit, at least a little bit belongs to that category, just a little bit. Okay, maybe not as bad as Hitler or Genghis Khan, but Mr. Trump has some of that. Okay, yeah, which was quite disappointing to me. Okay, and to many people. Okay, I mean, Americans may blame people like me who voted for him back in 2016, but hey, we did not know. We cannot force the future. Okay, so we didn't know. Okay, I mean, what kind of choice did we have? We have Hillary Clinton and Trump, right? That's what I'm trying to change. Okay, American politics depend too much on money. All right, that's why I will keep pushing this idea: zero penny campaign. I'm not going to take any donation. Okay, yeah, zero penny campaign because American politics depend too much on money, and I want to change it. I don't think it's good at all. Okay, just because this candidate has a lot of campaign donation, advertisement. Okay, people vote for them, right? That's sheeple mentality. Okay, I want to change that. Okay, I think we can do better. I'm losing my voice. Let's take 5 minutes break, please. Thank you. Uh, all right. Okay, so next topic. Well, some related topic. So yeah, that's very wrong way to pursue one's happiness, isn't it? And imperialism, wrong way to pursue one's happiness. Okay. Yeah. How about me? Why do I want to be president of the United States? Is it because I want to be famous? Yeah, that's part of the reason. Okay. But another part of me running for some public offices, like right now, senatorial election, U.S. senator from Alaska, is that yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Yeah, to be famous, sure. Yeah, I like attentions. Hmm. Probably I'm the only candidate who say this. Okay, why? I'm also an actor and also comedic writer too. Okay, I like saying things that would make people laugh or make me laugh, and nothing is more humorous than the truth itself. Okay, yeah, I can handle the truth as an entertainer. Okay, yeah. Hey, Mr. Lee, why are you running for U.S. Senate from Alaska? Oh, it's because I just want to have some fun. Okay? I want to be famous. Yeah, I love attentions. But do I want to change people? Yeah. So am I being used by some ideologies like anti-tattoo piercism, anti-marijuanaism, anti-LGBTism? Uh, am I being an agent of those ideologies? Yes. Yes. But I think that those are good ideologies, though. Okay. How about tobacco alcoholism? Aren't you being an agent of those ideologies? Pro tobacco alcoholism? Yeah, yeah. But good drinking habit, good smoking habit. Okay, I don't smoke drink very much. I do so regular basis, but I think yeah, yeah. So am I being used as an agent? Am I possessed by those spirits? Yes, but I think those are holy spirits. So I looked at some of this Wikipedia article about shamanism. Okay, just the definition. Okay, because I was so busy studying history. Yeah, what is shaman? Shaman is we're not talking about QAnon shaman. Okay, interesting gentleman. Okay, by the way, but shamanism. Okay, is like a shaman is some person who speak to spirits and listen to the spirits, communicate with spirits in an altered state of mind, like in religious trance. Okay, me? Yeah, I drink spirits, hard liquor like vodka, whiskey. Okay, yeah, so altered state of mind, right? So I'm communicating with holy spirits. You think those spirits are holy, but perhaps they may not be as holy as you may think, Mr. Lee. Yeah, it depends on the point of view. Okay, I'm sure there are. I'm sure most Americans in 2021 thinks think that I'm communicating with unclean spirits like demons and satans and 66 antichrist like devils, satans. Maybe probably that's what most Americans would think about me. Not just Americans, people in the world. That's why nobody's here. That's why not many people visit me here. Okay, in Human Art series or Friday Night with Hunky Lee. It's just a handful of friends of mine out of charity, out of unconditional love. That's the only visitors to humanology series or Friday Night Monthly. Okay. Because I guess people in the world, if they read what I wrote or heard what I said, probably they think I'm possessed by some Satan, demon, unclean, unholy spirits. They're entitled to their opinions, okay? That's I respect that. I respect people's freedom, okay? Yeah, I do. But I just have some recommendations. Okay. From my research, okay, yeah, there are some ideologies that I think is very unsound ideologies, okay, like LGBTism and whatever, okay, so yeah, yeah. So, but I respect people's freedom. I just have some recommendations. That's all. Okay. I would not recommend people to subscribe to LGBT ideology or climate change alarmism, pro-electric vehicleism. I would not recommend people to subscribe to those ideologies because, as far as I can tell, those are bad ideologies. Okay, so but it's just a recommendation. Okay, that's it. I respect people's freedom. Okay. Hmm. What else? Yeah. So we talked about Mongolia. Okay, it shrank back to its original size. The size of Mongolia before the Mongolian Empire, about 1200 AD. Okay. It always happened that way. Yeah, German Empire under Hitler. After that, World War II, yeah, it shrank back to the original German size, Germany size. Okay, British Empire. Yeah, imperialism shrank back to original Britain size. Okay, so yeah, imperialism does not last very long. How about America? How about Canada? How about Russia? How about China? Big countries, right? Will Canada, America, Russia, China shrink back to their original size? We'll see. I don't know. But when it comes to America, it's kind of benign, kind of imperialism. Okay, it's not quite repressive regime. America, as an empire, is quite benign regime. Okay, and because America, U.S. Constitution, okay, yeah, embrace diversity, freedom, liberty. I think America probably is one of the most benign empire. Mm. It's not perfect, but there's diversity, freedom in America. Okay, yeah. That's why so many people come to America. Okay, freedom. Although America is kind of imperialistic. Okay, the American territories like Samoa, Guam, Virgin Island, uh, Puerto Rico. Okay. Yeah, but mostly those American territories, they like being part of America. Why? Because they can just come to American mainland, which is really nice. Other countries, to come to America, they have to be illegal immigrant or they have to wait long period of time to migrate to America. But American territories like Virgin Island, Puerto Rico, Guam, Samoa, they can just come here legally. Okay. So mostly they like being part of American territory. Okay. So America is very benign imperialistic empire. Yeah. Pax Americana. Right. Yeah. America is very benign empire. Thanks to US Constitution. Freedom, liberty, right? Yeah. Constitution is not perfect, okay, but I think it's very well written, okay. Yeah. It's not perfect. It's not flawless, okay. Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, they did a very good job there, I think. Yeah. It's not perfect, okay, but it's very good, I think. US Constitution, okay. I appreciate Constitution. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes break, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, next topic in history. Okay, so Russia. In Russia, there are some white people there, Caucasians. Okay, with white skin, but there are some brown people too. Russia, and there are also Asians. Okay, so in Russia, there are brown people like Middle Eastern with like dark shadow here and thick eyebrows. It's kind of yellowish, not yellowish, but brownish brown. Okay. Indians, Indians in India, the South Asia, their skin tone is more like reddish, kind of dark brown. Okay. I can tell the difference between Indians and Middle Easterns. Okay. So I watched this 24 TV show, right? I can see this miscasting of races, and I don't like it. Racially incorrect casting, okay? So I can tell these actors, actresses, they are not Middle Eastern, they are Indians. Because I can tell. Because I have many friends who are Indians. And I have many friends who are Middle Easterners. I can tell the difference, okay? Indians, South Asia, like Mahatma Gandhi, Buddhism, that India, okay? And their skin tone is reddish, dark brown, okay? Uh, but Middle Easterners, their skin tone is more yellowish, kind of light brown, okay? And they Middle Easterners, they have thick eyebrows and some shadow in their eyes, okay? But they're desert people, okay? They're all beautiful people. I get it. They're all beautiful, okay? Yeah. But for TV show people, okay, they casted this Indian American actors and actresses to portray Middle Easterners, okay? Wrong casting, ethnically, racially wrong casting, okay? Incorrect. So I don't like that, okay? But they are good actors, okay? Indian American actors, fantastic actors, actresses in 24 TV show, okay? Huge fan, okay? They did fantastic job, okay? I'm just pointing out, okay? Anyway, so Russia, okay, yeah, there's some Asian Russians there, okay. What's the name of the tribe? The Hodor rider of reindeer, um, caribous. Yakut, I think. Yakut people. Yeah, very cool people. They're Asians, okay. Yeah, in Russia, Siberia. Okay. Yakuts. Okay. Yeah, they're very respected and very well protected. Yakut people. Okay, they're herders, riders of reindeers. Okay, very cool tradition. Okay, so Russian government, yeah, they protect them. Okay, but they're 100% Asians. Okay, they look just like me. Okay, Asians, yeah. High cheekbone, brown skin, dark brown eyes, black hair. Okay, yeah. Yakuts. Okay, yeah. And in Russia, there are also Caucasians, white people. Okay, yeah, white skin, sometimes blue eyes, sometimes yeah, porcelain white skin, dark black hair, brunette, beautiful. Okay, and blonde, beautiful. Okay, yeah, some white people live in Russia, and there are some Middle Eastern origin Russians. So I was kind of wondering why. How come there are so many Middle Eastern origin people in Russia? Okay. So I tried to understand that, and then I looked it up, and I kind of learned that yeah, uh, for 6 centuries, 600 years, between 1300 AD and 1900 AD, there's this Ottoman Empire, Turkey, hmm? Yeah. And Russia and Ottoman Empire they've been fighting for 600 years. Russo-Ottoman wars. 10 big wars for 600 years. Okay. So I guess Turkey region, okay, it used to be the Byzantine before Ottoman Empire, 1300 AD. Before that, it was Eastern Roman Empire, Byzantine. Okay, they were like Greeks, Greek Orthodox Christians. Okay, I guess when Ottoman Empire, which is based on Islam, mandatory religion, they were Ottoman Empire. They were not like Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan fully respected religious diversity, religious freedom. Genghis Khan fully respected that. Mongolian Empire. Okay, Ottoman Empire was mandatory Islam. So they were not like Genghis Khan. Okay, so Ottoman, the size of Ottoman Empire was smaller than Genghis Khan's Mongolian Empire. Why? Because Ottoman Empire were very intolerant toward religion. They were, they were mandatory Islam kind of empire, Ottoman Empire. It was a lot smaller than Genghis Khan's Mongolian Empire. Okay, why? Because Ottoman Empire people, Ottoman Empire who established that? Yeah, Osman, Mr. Osman. Othman. Okay, that's how it got its name, empire's name. Othman, Osman, Othman, Ottoman. Okay, it's like yeah, number two consonant. S, the, t. Kind of number two consonant. Okay, yeah, in humanological linguistics, right? Yeah. So, Osman, t, m, n, t, m, n. 212 consonant. Okay, so but they did not tolerate any other religions. Okay, Ottoman Empire. That lasted 600 years. But it was small. Why? Because they were intolerant about other religions. They were mandatory Islam religion. That's Ottoman Empire, Turkey. Okay? So yeah, they could not grow too big, okay, because they're intolerant of religion, okay. But Genghis Khan's Mongolian Empire, it was huge because they tolerated other religions. Persian Empire of Emperor Cyrus was very big. Why? Because it tolerated other religions, local customs. Okay, so that's the difference between small empire and big empire. Okay, big empire they are tolerant about other local customs and cultures and religions and races. Okay, okay. How about American empire right now? Yeah, America is very tolerant, freedom, diversity, religion. Okay, that's why America can be very big and still is very big, okay? Because it's very tolerant kind of empire, okay? Just like Genghis Khan's Mongolian Empire, okay? Some historical lessons, maybe some different viewpoint, different angle, okay? We are making some key contribution to study of history, okay? We'll take 5 minutes break, please, okay? Yeah, we're making some good contribution to the history of science of history study, okay? But we'll take 5 minutes break. Thank you. I some vocal rest. All right. Okay. So the uh okay, so yeah, so for 600 years, okay, Russian Empire and Ottoman Empire of Turkey, Middle Eastern, okay, they was warring for 600 years, okay, so sometimes, I mean, well, first of all, when Ottoman Empire came to, okay, the Mr. Osman, okay, 1300 AD, about, okay. Before, yeah, because Mr. Osman, he's like Islam, Muslim, okay, so mandatory Islam religion, state religion, Ottoman Empire, okay, mandatory Islam religion, okay. So before that, Turkey and Greece, that kind of Middle East, North Africa, South Europe, they were Roman Empire, like Eastern Roman Empire, Byzantine Empire, okay, Greek Orthodox, which is not the same as Western Catholic Christianity based on Rome, Italy. That's like Latin, okay. That's Western Roman Empire. Eastern Roman Empire is based on Greek Orthodox, which is also Christianity, okay. But that's not the same as Catholicism, okay. Greek Orthodox, that's the Eastern Roman Empire, that's different version of Christianity, okay. So there's like today's Greece, Turkey, some Eastern Europe, okay, some parts of North Africa, okay, so it's Greek Orthodox, Byzantine Empire, okay. And then Ottoman Empire started in 1300 AD, just Islam, Muslim based, okay, so Mr. Osman, yeah, declared, you change your religion to Islam. No more Greek Orthodox, no more Christianity, okay. You subscribe to Islam or else. Automaton. Okay. So that's Mr. Osman. Okay. Not much is well known. Not much is known about his origin. Okay. He's just Middle Eastern, Turkey based, okay, uh, Islam person. Okay. Not much is well known about his ethnic origin or his childhood. It's not well known. Okay. Well, he was a Muslim. Okay. So, yeah. So I guess this mandatory religion, okay, but in this rise of Ottoman Empire, Mr. Osman, okay, I guess a lot of people fled the country. Maybe some of them went to Russia because they are Christians, Russian Orthodox, I mean, Greek Orthodox. Okay. And for 600 years, okay, yeah, back and forth, some conquering, conquest of some previously Ottoman Empire region, okay, conquered by Russian Empire, okay, they warred, fought each other, Ottoman Empire, Islam, and Russian Empire based on Greek Orthodox, okay, come back and forth. Yes, I guess when Russian Empire conquered formerly uh, Ottoman Empire regions, yeah, maybe they spread to the north, Russia, okay, yeah, who used to be citizens of Turkey, Ottoman Empire, okay, yeah. I guess that's the origin of Middle Eastern origin people in Russia. Okay, that's my theory. Okay, because there are a lot of them. A lot of Russians, they look like Middle Easterners, with brown skin and shadow on the eyes and thick brows, eyebrows, and black hair and dark brown iris. Yeah, I guess that's how it happened. Yeah, based on my research. Okay. Yeah. What else? Ottoman Empire lasted 600 years between 1300 AD and 1900 AD. About. Okay. Yeah. Ottoman Empire. Yeah, some parts of North America, North Africa, and some parts of Southern Europe, some parts of Turkey. Okay, that's Ottoman Empire. It was not that big. Okay, so but it lasted 600 years. Okay, between 1300 AD and 1900 AD. Okay? Ottoman Empire. Yeah. So the original emperors, okay, whose empire lasted more than a century. Okay, like Persian Empire of Emperor Cyrus. Okay, or Mr. Osman of Ottoman Empire, or Mr. Genghis Khan of Mongolian Empire. Okay, the kind of empire that lasted more than a century. Okay, they yeah, they were ruthless murderers, killers, genociders, but at the same time they had some virtues, some moralistic, ethical virtues. Okay, that's why after they conquered foreign countries, they got those respects from conquered nations. Because they have some virtues, something in common, something they can jive with, have something in common, morality, ethics. Okay, respect, tolerance. Okay. But the descendants of these original conquerors and emperors, okay, they just inherit this kingdom, empire, okay, so they kind of become more intolerant later on, and lazy, and subject to their subject themselves to their emotions like anger, okay, so imperialism, yeah, mostly they failed, okay, they just shrink back. Today's Turkey, yeah, shrink back way back from Ottoman Empire, okay. Egypt shrunk back from Egyptian Empire. Okay, Babylonia. Uh, was today's Babylonian Empire. I don't know. Maybe Syria. Maybe I don't know. Shrunk back. Okay, yeah. Germany, England. They all shrunk back to the original size, like Germany, England, or Mongolia. Okay, they all shrunk back. Okay, to their original size before the imperialistic conquest. France, Napoleon. Okay, it shrunk back to the original size. Okay. Spain, Portugal. Back in the days, Denmark, big imperialistic international empires, okay? It was shrunk back to their original size, okay? Japan, too. Was shrunk back, okay? So yeah, imperialism doesn't work, okay? Yeah, it's it's a fad. You look back in the history, okay? And some imperialism was very cruel, okay? So cruel back in the days. I think humanity is making good progress. Okay. American imperialism, yeah, but it's not as bad as like Mongolian imperialism or Germanic or French, British imperialism. American imperialism is the most recent imperialism. It's bad. It could be bad, but not as bad as Mongolian or Egyptian or British imperialism back then. Okay, not as bad. Okay, yeah. So that's kind of brand new addition to this humanology, right? Evolution of the evil ideologies. Okay, it goes like this, right? So this low point in local low point is still going up. The dominant evil ideology is still evolve toward the betterment. Evolution of evil. Okay, ideologies. Yeah, some local minimum. Okay, it's still globally it still go up. If you connect to that of local minimum. Okay, it's still going up. Okay, yeah. Evolution of evil ideologies. Okay, yeah. It's kind of brand new addition to humanology. Okay, so you know what? I think I will continue to write, continue to study to keep myself out of trouble, to prevent myself to cause some emotional distress to other people in social media. Okay, I will continue to write and I continue to study in my spare time. Okay, because other hands becoming devil's playground. Yeah, I'm only human. Okay, I'm subject to that rule. Okay, yeah. What was that in human term? Automatic negatization of copium, leftover copium. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Let's have 5 minutes break, please. Okay, I'm getting drunk. And then I think it's been 1 hour. Okay, so not many people will be watching this. Okay, so we're gonna talk about some controversial topics in the study of history. Okay, because not many people will be watching this. Okay, we are deep in the jungle in this episode. Okay, so okay, 5 minutes, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay, some controversial topic, but I will just tell you history that I read in Wikipedia. Okay, so controversial or not, it's just historical facts by professional historians. Okay, I'm an amateur historian. I'm a student of history. Okay, still learning. Okay? But historian too, amateur historian because I'm giving my own opinion about history, like my own interpretation too. Okay, so yeah, I'm cooking some leftover frozen food, most likely chicken wings. Okay, in water. Okay, yeah, some vegetables. Okay, I have no idea what's in there. Okay, it's frozen. Okay, so why is it a controversial topic? Because it involves concept of slavery. Okay, during the Ottoman Empire. Let me close that window. Okay. Yeah, it's still open. It's not a very well-known history about Europe. Not a not a very well-known historical facts in Europe. Okay, so Ottoman Empire between 1300 AD and 1900 AD that lasted 600 years. Okay, Ottoman Empire, that's like Turkey people and Muslim people. Back in the days, this Sharia law. Okay, they forbade. By the way, I'm not against Islam. I think Islam is a good religion. Okay. But back in the days, Sharia law, okay, they forbade slavery on Muslims. Okay, we are talking about the period between 1300 AD and 1900 AD, 600 years. Okay, Ottoman Empire. Okay? Back in the days, Sharia law was they approved slavery, but not on Muslims. They were okay with enslaving people whose religion is not Islam, like Christians or Jews, on the Ottoman Empire. Yeah. So there were these pirates, North Africa. Okay, you have this Mediterranean Sea between Europe and North Africa, right? Like Gibraltar Strait. Yeah, you have Tunisia, Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco. Okay, along that region, there's this Barbary pirates. Okay, they are Middle Easterners, North Africans. Okay, and they were very big back in the days. Pirates. Okay, and they got some approval by Ottoman Empire. Okay? Because Ottoman Empire they conquered those regions, but they approved this piracy. And what did this Barbary pirates did? It's not a laughing matter, but these brown people, maybe some of them were black. I don't know. North African, Middle Eastern people. Okay, they were pirates. Okay, with their ships, they'll go pirate other ships, commercial ships. Some of them in 1800s, yeah, American international trade ships too. Okay, so yeah, there's this war. Okay, between America I think the president was back in the days, early 1800s. So it's like probably President James Madison. Okay, so yeah, they started war with this Barbary pirates in North Africa. Okay, because these pirates, North Africa pirates, Middle Easterners, they would attack these American ships and capture American people, tradesmen and women, and took them as to slaves to demand some ransom or sell them as slaves. Okay, yeah, we are talking about slavery of white slavery of white people by brown or black people in North Africa during Ottoman Empire between 1300 AD and 1900 AD for 600 years. Okay, it's historical facts. I'm not making this up. Okay, it's on Wikipedia, some other websites. Okay, so this Barbary pirates of North Africa, Middle Easterners. Okay, they will sail the ship to Iceland, as far as Iceland, England, Ireland, or France, Spain, Netherlands, okay. In the coastal region, they would kidnap white people and sell them to Ottoman Empire as slaves. It did happen, okay. Between 1300 AD and 1900 AD, okay. North African people, okay, Barbary pirates, okay, they could be black or they could be Middle Eastern or brown people, okay. They would capture white people and sell them as slaves to Ottoman Empire. It's not very well known history of the Europe, Middle East. Okay. Not very well known. Okay. It did happen. Okay. If you have any doubts, yeah, just go to Google, YouTube, or Google, Bing, Yahoo, Mo- Firefox, Mozilla, or DuckDuckGo, whatever, whatever your web search engine is. Okay, it's there. Okay, it's true history. Okay, so brown or black people, ethnics, yeah, they enslaved white people between 1300 AD to 1900 AD for 600 years. Which is the same time, white people enslaved black people. Okay, and black or brown people they also enslaved white people too. It went both ways. Okay, so I'm not making this up. I just learned about it. Well, I kind of knew about it before. Okay, but I really learned about it. Okay, yeah, Ottoman Empire. Yeah, brown people, Turkish Ottoman Empire, Middle Easterners. Okay, they enslaved some white people. Okay, some historians said maybe 1 million white people were enslaved, kidnapped by these Barbary pirates, up to 1 million. Some say that's exaggeration. Okay, maybe 100,000. I don't know. Okay, but yeah, a lot of white people were enslaved by this brown or black people. Okay, during Ottoman Empire. Okay, and they were sold as slaves. So yeah, white people slave selling black people as slaves, okay, and black people were brown people selling white people as slaves. That's how it was back then. Okay, it went both ways. Okay, it's not no laughing matter. Okay, but it happened before. It's just historical facts, history, interesting to read. Okay, yeah. I'm just student of history. Okay, I learn what happened before. Okay, I'm a student of history. Okay, so not many people know about this. Okay, that white people, some white people back in the days were slaves of brown people or black people. Okay, not many people know about this. Okay, some historical facts are like suppressed. Okay, but it's there. Okay. I think Wikipedia is doing a very good job. Okay, preserving the historical facts. Okay. Just like hundreds of years ago. Okay, it's good that we are living in this place, this era where there's no slavery. Okay, mostly. Okay, so maybe we are all slaves. Okay, one way or another, metaphysically speaking. Okay, we take 5 minutes break. Okay, I'm getting very drunk. Okay, so but we take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then we continue. Okay, so some mosquito bites here and there, scratching. 5 minutes break, please. Okay, then we'll talk some more about that. Okay, so kind of strange history, right? Yeah. Tell me about it. Okay, I knew about it before, but it was refresher, somewhat shocking. Okay, so yeah, I knew about this before. Okay, so Yeah, it's very dark subject, very dark chapter in Middle Eastern and European history. Okay, but hey, welcome to humanology. Okay, we talk about everything. All right, very dark history of Europe and Middle East. So some of those barbarian, okay, Barbary pirates, some of them were renegades from Europe. Just Barbary pirates, North Africa. Some of them were white people. Okay, and they kidnap their own people. Okay, just like in African transatlantic slave trade. Yeah, some Africans, black people, they sold their own people to white people. Okay, to work in plantation farms, tobacco or sugarcane, cotton in New World, North and South America. Okay, yeah, it happened. Okay, some Africans they sold their own people to make money. Okay, in barbarian slave trade, there's like North Africa. Okay, these pirates. Some of them are Caucasian white people. Okay, to capture, kidnap their own people, white people. Okay, to sell as slaves to Ottoman Empire. Why? I guess they were just wanting to make money. Okay, same thing happened in Korea too. Okay, some Koreans early 1900s when Japanese Empire invaded and colonized Korean Peninsula. Okay, there are some Koreans who coordinate this Japanese effort to invade Korea. Okay, yeah, it did happen in Korea too. Some of them novelists, poets, writers. Let me reheat the dinner that I'm having in microwave. Okay, let's cool down a little bit. Well, I think it's already hot, so I don't need to reheat it. Okay, prepare my dinner in microwave. Okay. Yeah, some Koreans betrayed Korean people and they kind of sold out Korea to Japan. Okay, yeah, it happened in it happened in Africa, Europe, Korea, everywhere. Okay, so dark history of the world. Okay, it did happen. How about America today? Democrats selling out to LGBT. Okay, BLM and conservatives selling out to Trump. They're all the same. Okay. Okay. So, uh, this Barbary pirates in North Africa, okay, today Tunisia or Algeria or Morocco, okay, during Ottoman Empire, yeah, they'll sell this ship to these Caucasian countries in Europe, okay, invade this coastal region neighborhood and kidnap people, okay, and sell those kidnapped people to Ottoman Empire between 1300 AD and 1900 AD, 600 years. Some say 1 million people, white people, and some say 100,000 people. We don't know, okay? And Ottoman Empire, they are Turks or Middle Easterners, brown people, Middle Eastern, okay? And sultans, okay, yeah, so they are Caucasian white slaves. So they have auction, okay? Just like black people from Africa, auction, okay? Highest bidder, okay? treating people like they are some chattels or objects, merchandise, objects, okay, some products, okay. So that's how it was back then, okay. So slavery goes both ways, okay. White slaves, black slaves, they will both existed, okay. It's bad history, very dark time back then, okay. So, so Barbary pirates, some of them Caucasians, some of them Middle Easterns, some of them brown or black people, okay, North Africa, some expatriates of Caucasian people, okay, some black people, maybe some brown people, mostly brown people, okay, Middle Easterners, okay, because Sharia law back then, yeah, you cannot enslave Muslims, but you can enslave Jews and Christians, okay. There was Sharia law back then, okay, between 1300 AD and 1900 AD for 600 years, okay. So they kidnapped white people to sell as slaves to Ottoman Empire, okay? Who was the most highly prized people when it comes to gender, age, and race? To sell to Ottoman Empire sultans. Can you take a guess? Hint? Harem. Ottoman Empire. Harem. Okay. I knew about this, okay, years back. It was a refresher, okay, so we'll take 5 minutes break, right? Okay. If you want to take a guess, okay? Okay, so North Africa pirates, Barbary pirates, okay? Some of them are Caucasian men, expatriates, renegades who betrayed their own people, okay? Some of them were African American, I mean, not African Americans, no, just Africans, okay? North Africa. Most of them probably is like Middle Easterners, okay? North Africa, okay? Brown people. Barbarian pirates, Barbary. Pirates of Barbary. Okay. So they went to these coastal regions of Europe and kidnapped white people. Okay. Took them as slaves to sell those slaves, Caucasian white slaves to uh, Ottoman Empire of Turkey. Okay. I'm not pointing finger at Turkey, okay? I'm just telling you history, okay? Turkey is wonderful country, okay? But back then, Ottoman Empire for 600 years, they did something very naughty things, to say the least, okay? Between 1300 AD and 1900 AD, okay? So it happened, okay? I'm just telling you what happened back then, okay? As a student of history, okay? We take 5 minutes break, okay? So who was the most highly prized Caucasian white people slaves to be sold to Ottoman Empire sultans in this slavery auction? I tell you after 5 minutes, okay? So I told you, I warned you, okay? It's highly controversial topic, but I'm not making this up. I just learned it. I learned it before, okay? It's history, okay? It's not something of my opinion. No, something I learned back then and now. Can review, okay? I think we did talk about this a couple of years ago, okay? It's important that we remember history, okay? So after 5 minutes, yeah. I tell you, okay, so who was the most highly prized Caucasian white slaves between 1300 AD and 1900 AD, purchased by this Ottoman Empire? Okay, we'll talk about that, okay? So, but feel free to take a guess, okay? What age, level, what gender? Caucasians, white people, slaves, purchased by Ottoman Empire, sultans, kings, emperors, who have a lot of money. Okay? So what kind of white people the sultans, kings of Ottoman Empire want to pay high price? What kind of white people? What age level? What gender? It's kind of obvious, isn't it? Alright? Yeah, it is. Okay. We take 5 minutes break, okay? So feel free to think about it. Otherwise, I'll tell you in 5 minutes, okay? Yeah. Hey, 5 minutes, please. Okay. Yeah, it's highly controversial topic, but I'm not making it so. Okay, so I'm just telling you what I learned from websites, historical facts. Okay, so who was the most highly prized Caucasian white slaves from Europe who were sold as slaves to Ottoman Empire sultans, emperors, and kings? Young white women. Okay, young Caucasian women. Okay, that's just how it was. Okay. Young white women back in between 1300 AD and 1900 AD. Okay, young white women as a slave kidnapped by these Barbary pirates. Young white women, their price is one big house. Today's currency, yeah, millions of dollars. Okay, that's how it was back then. Ottoman Empire slave trade. I'm not making this up, okay? It was like $1 million was it? Today's currency, okay? It's a price of a house, nice house, okay? Is this still happening? Yeah. In America, yes. Well, maybe excuse me if I'm being politically incorrect, but look, Bruce Lee, he's an Asian guy, right? He came to America, right? He married this white girl, okay? Why? Because he was millionaire. Right? How about football star? They could be African Americans, okay? Well, they were superstar in golfing. Yeah, Tiger Woods. He married a white girl. How about Mr. Jared Kushner, millionaire, right? He married Ivanka Trump. How about this Lebanese Middle Eastern gentleman who's engaged with Tiffany Trump? Okay. So how about Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, Republican? Okay, he's ethnic man. He's not white guy. Okay, he's kind of brown, Hispanic origin, I guess. And it was, how about Senator Marco Rubio, Florida, Republican? Okay, he's not white guy. He's brown guy. He's kind of Hispanic origin. Okay, they both married white girls, blonde. Okay, yeah, because they are millionaires. Okay, I'm not saying their marriage is wrong. Okay, what I'm saying is it's still happening. Okay, it happened before Ottoman Empire. Okay, white women, Caucasian young women, highly prized item. Okay, and it's still happening in America. Okay, you have football star. They could be African Americans. You have some senators. They could be Hispanic Americans. And you can be some movie star who can be Asian Americans, okay, like Bruce Lee, okay. They prefer white people, okay? Young white women. They marry them, okay? Because they are millionaires, okay? Why? As humanologist, I understand why. Because females, not all of them, but biologically, females are attracted to this guy with money, power, and fame. Even if they are married, they still go for money, power, fame. Like, you have this Harold Weinstein, right? Film producer. Yeah, you have this Bill Cosby. They are married, okay? But some females, they don't care. Biologically, evolutionarily, okay? Yeah, females are attracted to money, power, fame kind of man. We guys, we are attracted to young women, period. Okay? So, during the Caucasian female slave trade in Ottoman Empire, okay? between 1300 AD and 1900 AD. Okay. Yeah, Caucasian white females were hugely in high demand. Okay. So the sultans in Ottoman Empire, Middle Eastern based, okay, they bought them all out, okay, and they formed this harem in Ottoman Empire, Middle Eastern based, okay. But some of those ladies were very smart, okay, so they exerted some influence in this Sultanate Ottoman Empire, okay. So they had huge political power, okay. Yeah. Moral of the story, yeah, if I ever become president of the United States, okay, I would recommend young white women to marry good white men because we want them to preserve and protect their race. Okay, yeah, white women, young white women, they are attractive. Okay, all these highly successful ethnics, non-whites like Marco Rubio, Senator Marco Rubio, conservative Republican Party of Florida, or conservative Republican Party, Texas, Mr. Ted Cruz, okay, or Bruce Lee, or Washington State, or Mr. Quincy Jones, African American gentleman, or Mr. Tiger Woods, Golfing Club, African American gentleman, okay. Or Mr. Gary Gordy or Motown, Detroit, Michigan, African American gentleman, okay. They always go after young white women. And I think that's not good because, I mean, black people, brown people, white people, they're all beautiful. They have different kinds of beauty. I think they're all beautiful, but highly successful American ethnic non-white men, they tend to go after young white women. Okay. And I have some concern about that. Okay. Because we want to protect and preserve this endangered species. Yeah, blondes, red hair, blue eyes, white skin, pink skin, okay. And President Trump, he was not able to protect his two blonde daughters from this ethnic invasion. Yeah. He couldn't do it. Yeah, Jared Kushner, yeah, you're Jewish, you are brown, but you're wealthy. So yeah, I'll let my Ivanka Trump daughter to you. Their children, not blonde. Okay. Yeah, Tiffany Trump, you are blonde, white, but yeah, you want to marry this Lebanese oil tycoon? Yeah, go ahead. Political marriage, okay. Economic, financial business marriage, okay. So President Trump, he couldn't even protect his own two blonde daughters. Do I think I can protect and preserve these Caucasian people from these ethnic invasions? All these non-white guys going after white girls. Yeah. Why? Because it's not racism, it's not white supremacism, okay? Yeah, white people, they're beautiful, they're photogenic, okay? Let's protect and preserve this endangered species. I will only say recommendation, okay? Young white women, give a chance to good white men to preserve your race. Because if you marry wealthy ethnic man, your children will not be white. Okay? And white race, they're beautiful, okay? A black race, brown race, Asian race, they're all beautiful. Mixed race, they're cool too, okay? 5% of time, mixed race is poly cross pollination is so good. Okay, but 95% of time we are advocate for same race, opposite gender marriage. This is Tao, the way, the philosophy of anti-ultra interracialism in humanology. Okay, yeah, I preach that stuff. I talk about that. Okay, okay, right. I'm drunk and my dinner is ready. Okay, so I'm sorry if I offended you, right? Again, 5% of time, yeah, interracial marriage is good. Cross pollination, because if race is too pure, it become like incest, subject to genetic diseases. Okay. Yeah, 5% of time interracial marriage is fine, but 95% of time we recommend, just recommend, not executive order, law, legislation. No, we do recommend 95% of time same race opposite marriage. The other 5% interracial marriage, heterosexual though. Okay. Yeah, cross pollination is healthy for the race. It's good. Okay. How about homosexual marriage? I'm 100% against it. Okay. Yeah, because then there's just no good in it. Homosexual, just man to man, female to female, there's absolutely no good in it. Okay. In my opinion. Okay. Look, that's why nobody's watching this. Okay, because I'm so objectionable. I'm so maybe perverse. I'm so drunk, smoked. That's why not many people are watching this humor series. I'm okay with that. Why? To me, I'm a scientist, philosopher, ethicist, moralist first, politician second. It's not important to me, not as important that I become elected as a US Senator next year, president sometime. I don't need that, okay? But as a scientist, philosopher, moralist, ethicist, as a humanologist, as an American, it's very important to me that I express what I think is right, just, and correct. That's more important to me, personally. That's why I'm in Alaska, America, okay? We have freedom here. Mhm. I don't have to get elected, okay? That's secondary. Alright. Okay, so have a good night, okay? Happy Monday, okay? Thank you. I'm too drunk to continue. Yeah. Okay, but I'm relaxed. My back pain went away, okay? Alcohol, tobacco, it works, okay? In my opinion, okay? Thank you. Good night, bye.